then tried to uninstall it, and I was like, "What do you
want to do?" This is like
one of them was just like
my first ever rebuttal redo, and it's gonna be
Holy
case.
Crap, Ryan's doing rebuttal redo.
Shut up, Greg. It's gonna be case.
I think he needs emotional support.
A spending disadvantage. The judge basically told me to spend more time on impact calculus and answering the disad rather than spending almost all my time on case. So, here we go. It's all written up.
Shame.
Yeah.
See how fast you can deliver it. Do you have a timer?
No, I don't have a timer in these.
Just start one of these.
Oh yeah. Give me one of those. The reason why you voted affirmative is because the negatives failed to provide a reason why the plan is a bad idea. They rely on the spending disadvantage to turn the case, but they fail to provide any ink on the flow against our answers to the disad. First, all in case, once we win, they get 100% of our case, and then it outweighs the disad. We win the debate because we provide the best policy option. First, they completely concede our warming advantage by using SPS satellites to erase our reliance on fossil fuels for energy. This means we completely halt any carbon emissions, greatly reducing the risk of the greenhouse effect and preventing global warming, causing the extinction of the human race. Increased temperatures cause the ice caps to melt and coastal cities to flood. People move further inland, decreasing the amount of land for food production and farming. The decreased living space leads to more diseases and less food and resources to go around. The entire globe will literally starve to death. Our SU-10 card specifically says that the only way to halt global warming is the technology of SPS, which the plan enacts, and they concede our resource wars. If the scenario without the switch to alternative energy, we'll inevitably have to fight over the limited fossil fuels available on Earth. We will use nukes because every single country on Earth relies on these sources of energy to keep their entire society running. Mutually assured destruction does not apply because of how much these countries will want these resources. There will be a dog-eat-dog world, and the time frame is incredibly fast. More and more countries like China and India become more and more reliant on these fossil fuels to maintain their infrastructure and continue developing to first world countries. That means our resources will not run out exponentially faster, and SPS satellites are key to maintaining U.S. hegemony. Once we take the next step in space and find new ways to receive energy, we become the global leader, which literally gives us the power to check and prevent any major war in the future. The instant U.S. hedge collapses, great power wars erupt around the globe, struggling to take control of the newly vacated political throne. China will attack Taiwan and nukes the Middle East, will proliferate nuclear weapons, and which will escalate into full-on nuclear war. Nuclear winter will black out the atmosphere, preventing the sun's energy from reaching the surface of the earth, stopping all life as we know it. The economic collapse scenario is completely false. Economic collapse is repeatedly proven to be completely recoverable, never ending in our demise, and economic collapse takes a long time to have an impact. It takes time for countries to feel the effect of a bad American economy. We are not industrializers, we are only importers. Countries are not relying on the U.S. for their economy, meaning that an American economic collapse will not spill over globally. And once we win the rest of the case, we win because we outweigh. First, to say the squo solves, but because countries like Japan are already developing space-based solar power, this only magnifies the time frame on our impacts on our hedge advantage. We need the U.S. to send solar satellites to space now before Japan can revitalize, so we can revitalize the aerospace industry in order to maintain our hegemony. The SQUO can't solve because Japan hasn't sent satellites into space yet, and it's this state of brink that necessitates the plan to be implemented immediately. And they say there's no need to solve for hedge because we're light years ahead of other competitors like China and India. This is flat out not true. We have not released a major spacefaring project since the 1960s. We have just recently finished off all our Atlantis shuttle programs, meaning we are in dire need of a new project, or else we lose all our space hegemony. And our sneak card subsumes the evidence talks about China, India, while they don't have tech now, are developing space exploration techniques, meaning we need to act now to maintain hegemony. And they've been indicted on our NSSO evidence, but you can't reject our evidence for this reason. The survey is made up of educated individuals who are paid to give their opinions. First, it's better than other pieces of evidence because they're unbiased observers of the situation of space exploration. They're not biased against or for a certain standpoint. If you reject this piece of evidence, you reject all forms of factually based evidence from educated scholars, which completely destroys the debate because we rely on facts to build our arguments. There's no reason to reject this card over any others. And they say that we don't have the tech now. The technology is here. It only lacks the funding and priority from NASA that is needed for SPS to put into space. That's NSSO 7 evidence. We have solar panels and we have satellites, meaning we only need to combine the two in order to achieve the technology needed. We send them into the Earth's orbit where they capture solar energy from the sun, then they transmit this energy back through the use of microwaves. Because they're in space, they receive 24 hours of sunlight. This enormous amount of energy is enough to completely relieve us of the usage of fossil fuels, meaning we completely solve our warming advantages and our resource war scenario. And on to spending. They completely drop our double-blind argument. Either the plan is not expensive enough to trigger the link, or other more expensive projects in the past will trigger DA's impacts by now. This non-unique DA, and they say that SPS links. We can extend our Atkinson 9 card that says SPS is a cheap, viable option now. Solar panels are now the optimal source of alternative energy currently available, and this is peaked investment interest, meaning the plan does not involve excess governmental spending, meaning we do not link. And they can see that the plan saves money in the long term. Our spin green evidence says that the solar power is the most cost-effective source of energy available right now. That means once we begin using SPS, we will start saving money immediately after initial payment of the plan. We actually save money in the long term. Okay, you vote affirmative because we want 100% solvency over advantages, and we provided reasons why those advantages outweigh, meaning you vote for the plan because it's the best policy option this round. The negative has no offense against the case because of the drop double blind argument on spending data.